Without putting you on a pedestal too much, how do you want to stand out as an author? What do you hope people take away from your book?
What I hope, my sort of biggest hope for the book, and humanity in general, not to put my book on the same level as humanity, but is that, we always like condemn other people, and when we're like picking out paint swatches, we like look at a friend who's like, strung up on some person, and we're like, oh, why are you doing that? Just don't call him. And I just think we should be less judgmental, and so that's my hope for the book. The first person I profiled was the woman in Indiana, who was in a passionless marriage and was having this all-consuming affair with her high school lover. I spoke to a friend back in New York, and I was telling her a little bit about the woman, and she was like, God, that's pathetic. And I was like, why is it pathetic? You did the same thing with a broker.
I think that nowadays it is easy for people to sort of point to a book about women and say, this book comments on the Me Too movement in X, Y, and Z ways.
Yeah.
However, I do think...
How does it comment on Me Too?
I do think that...
Well, that's said.
Your book speaks to the post-Me Too movement in a really interesting and important way. How do you view this book in conversation with that?
I think there's a couple of different things for Maggie's story, and Maggie's the young woman who had the alleged relationship with her teacher. I think that if that had happened, if the trial had happened post-Me Too, I think it would have gone a different way. For Lena, the woman in Indiana, I think that her desire kind of existed on its own plane. And desire also is not part of Me Too. What women want to not be, sexually molested, but they also, that doesn't take into account what they do want. So that's what, so I guess it sort of, I think sometimes it exists on its own plane of desire, and I think sometimes it, interfaces with Me Too, but most of the book was sort of done before Me Too. So.
Yeah.